Dodgers get 6 scoreless innings from Shohei Ohtani. They have a 4-0 lead. Looks like cruise into a win, but it's a movie we've seen too many times before. The bullpen takes over, gives up 5. Arizona wins it.
Well, and Arizona tests them because this is a postseason atmosphere. I mean, Arizona's clearly showing they're fighting for a playoff spot. It's testing not just this team, but the bullpen and all the pressure, the crowd, and clearly the reactions to that walk-off win.
You're starting to think you need complete games each day from the starters, and I mean, that's only half joking. The good thing is they've shown an ability to go deep into games. Blake Snell, 7 innings his last time, and he's going to go tomorrow.
Yeah, and that's been the biggest positive, Joe, is the fact the starting pitching throughout September, the offense, they hit 4 runs, which normally would be enough, and that's something they just need to carry forward, especially with Blake Snell going tomorrow. All
right, so Blake Snell try to get this series even up at a game apiece, try to drop that magic number from 3.
Well, first, just being able to get through 6 innings of work, how much was that just kind of a big step for you as you do prepare for your next outing, which is going to be in the postseason?
6回投げ切れて、投げ切れたことと、ポストシーズンに向けての準備っていうのはどう感じてますか？
そうですね、5回まで、この間までは5回まででしたけど、またワンステップ、踏めたのは良かったですし、ポストシーズンの最終登板の前にこうやって最終的なステップを踏めたっていうのはプラスのことかなと思います。
Yeah, last time I pitched 5 innings, so I think this is a really good step towards the right direction. And in terms of the postseason, I'm happy that I was able to end on a pretty good note.
Is it something in which, I know Dave Roberts said that it was a conversation you guys had, but have you started to feel just the pressure of wanting to push yourself deeper into the games, considering just some of the hiccups of the bullpen right now?
監督が勝負を話したっていう話がありましたけども、6回投げたい理由っていうのは、ちょっとブルペンのこともあってなんですか？
もともと今年は5回ぐらいまでをめどに、そのぐらいのボリュームで、最後まで投げれればリハビリとしては OK じゃないかなみたいな話から始まってましたけど、チーム状況もいろいろ加味して昨日ホテルでミーティングして、球数、100球はないかなとは言ってましたけど、6回までいけるのであれば6回まで行きたいなっていうミーティングはしました。
The end of the rehab progression in the beginning of the year was more about getting to the 5 inning mark, and as you know the season goes on and having conversation with Dave Roberts last night, so, I stated the desire of wanting to pitch a little longer and to help the team in any way, shape, or form. So in that sense, yes, we had a conversation last night.
Well, Tanner, just coming into this one, you did have 4 consecutive really good outings. Things were kind of getting back on track. With the results here in this one, the balls, what do you kind of maybe point to with this outing tonight?
I hit the first guy and walked the second guy. That puts yourself in a pretty tough spot to get out of, and I wasn't executing pitches. I gave up a long fly ball to Jorge, the outfielder, and just put myself in a bad situation. Getting the first 2 guys on with no outs it makes it definitely harder, and wasn't executing.
How difficult is it to make that adjustment, especially in the middle of an outing, in terms of trying to get back in the zone, get the execution right, and especially after the first 2 guys get on?
Oh, you're trying not to get anyone else on, and I mean, I was out there grinding and just didn't go my way. And I mean, Vest the inning before was huge, and for that to happen sucks. I mean, should have won that game. It's my fault.
The last week of the season here, how much confidence do you have that you can kind of get on some kind of roll or find some sort of consistency here in these last couple of days?
I mean, tomorrow's a new day, and after today, it's just move on.
Are you one of those guys who just kind of wants to get back out there, turn the page, and a fresh start as you do? I'll say for Tanner, he's been really good as of late. 4 consecutive clean outings tonight. He talked about how he just got behind, the hit batter, the walk, etc. With 5 games left, what do you need to see from him just that shows that he's gotten back on track and also is showing that consistency?
Yeah, tonight I just think that he went way too heavy on the slider. Really didn't provide a threat for a fastball that I feel plays now, and it speaks to the predictability. And he left a slider up to Perdomo, and we got walked off. you can't hit Vargas, with, the fifth slider, hit him with the back foot. There's a walk in there, and, you just, it's hard enough to pitch, to get guys out without, giving free passes. And he's been pretty good, like you said, the last 4 up until tonight. But again, as we get into this point in season, everything is more magnified.
Do they become
absorbing these late losses?
It's tough. It's tough, and after Shohei pitches the way he did, and you have a 4-0 lead, thinking that using higher leverage guys to keep those guys at bay, and we didn't have a good night. And it turns out that the ninth became a leverage inning, but yeah, I mean it's hard to absorb those games, especially games that we need to win right now.
Is there enough time to get these guys right? 5 games left.
We're going to have to find a way. I think not each individual, but I just think that these are our guys. I do know that. I just see careful. The getting behind, the walk-in guys, the hit batsmen, that's just a sign of you're either scared or you're pitching too careful. And that's just the facts. And you're not having the conviction in executing pitches for fear of failure or getting hit. And at this time of season, you got to put everything out there and trust that it's going to be good, because when you pitch behind and afraid to make a mistake, hang a breaking ball, that's when bad things happen. And so not each individual guy, but I think as a whole, that's what I'm seeing, and hitters can smell that.
How do you get them out of that state of mind, whatever you want to call it, and get them to be attacking?
We've talked about it. When you're out on the mound, you're the guy on the mound with the ball, and you've got to find a way to have that conviction within yourself each time. So, I can continue to support them, but I got to find some guys that are going to pitch with conviction and go out there and compete, and bet on those guys. So there's still time, certainly, but there's not much time left. Our starters can't go 9 every night, and so we're looking for some guys to step up. We need it. We need these guys.
Are you seeing guys that are pitching that way, or do you kind of need somebody to do it here over this last week?
I don't want to go by names. I just think kind of putting these guys in a group, because they are the pen, and at times this year they've been very good. But we need these guys to come together as a group and do their jobs like I know they can, and their teammates know they can, and they've done before. But it does start more of an internal, like they gotta you gotta lay it out there. You gotta lay it all out there, and you can't pitch scared. You just can't. You can't hit scared for fear of failure. And I'm sure there's times that our hitters have been in that place mentally. And right now, we got to get our guys out of that mind state.
What do you think of the 6th inning, Shohei?
I thought the 6th inning was, I thought he was taxed. I think that the running of the bases, I think that 6 up, you could see him kind of trying to, manage his kind of breathing, and he was taxed. It was good, and I thought he left it all out there tonight, which we certainly needed. I feel good about him getting through the 6th inning. That's something for us to build on. And Shohei was fantastic. I mean, he was fantastic tonight.
Will he pitch again in the regular season?
No, he won't pitch again in the regular season. It'll be in a postseason game. No bullpen.
Maybe went through your mind when that ball hit off his wrist.
I was hoping it didn't hit his body. Then I was actually looking for more of the reaction from him, and so the reaction was muted. So I was pretty hopeful. And then just kind of showing where it hit. He's going to be sore tomorrow, I'm sure, on the palm, but that was probably best case scenario.
From my understanding, just Kershaw was obviously in the bullpen tonight. Kind of looked like he was getting a little antsy back there. He has the start coming up on Friday, if that's still
Sunday.
On Sunday. How do you? Is he a realistic option that you would potentially go to out of the bullpen right now, or is that something you would wait for?
He's definitely a realistic option. So tomorrow is probably the last day that he'll be a viable option, you know, given where his start is on Sunday. But tomorrow he'll be available in the pen, and he's open to whatever we need.
What does that say about your current options that you would setting up that possibility?
Well, I think that, you know, he's earned the right, is open to, and you know, just kind of where we're at, we got to get the best guys to get outs. And so, if Clayton is viable, and he's viable, then we're going to use him. That's just kind of where we're at. And you know, we've had almost 6 months to kind of make decisions and see how things go. So there's certainly time, and we're going to need certain guys. But, you know, guys have got to do their jobs. I mean, I just, you got to do your job. That's just, I can't put it any more nice.
Is it a one or multi-inning thing if you use Kershaw?
That, you know, that's kind of TBD, honestly. I think that anything is should be on the table with kind of covering innings. Yeah.
Is he the one who wanted to be out there and make himself?
Yeah, he brought it to me, and I said that's a great idea, and he was comfortable. And we have a couple-day window, you know, in the regular season that wouldn't impact his Sunday start. So I thought it was a good idea, and I supported it.